Yeah, now we are going to work on TSQL programming. Basically, TSQL program is nothing but like it's like a PLSQL program in Oracle, we'll call it, but in SQL Server, we'll call it as a TSQL program. So far we understand how to write a queries, individual queries, we're able to write it, but from now onwards, we are going to write number of group of queries. We want to write it as in a group. So that group, we'll call it as in a two different types of groups are there. So that is called anonymous block. The block which does not store anywhere, that is called anonymous block. The block which will be stored for the next usage called as a subprogram blocks. So I can explain you that what is anonymous block. So the anonymous block, to write an anonymous block, we need a syntax. What is the syntax means? First we need to declare a variable. So any language, first we need to declare the variables. So in SQL Server, we are going to declare like this. So I'm going to declare a variable like x int. So I'm just holding a variable called x with type as an integer. And here I'm going to declare another variable, declare y as money. So this is the money variable. Like that, a number of variables we can able to declare it. So if you want to set variable for this, how we are going to set a value here? So in SQL Server, we are going to set a value like this: s set x is equal to 10. Like this, you can able to set it. So this is where how to declare a variable, how to set a variable. So the next one, once we are able to set and declare, we want to print. For example, if you want to print any values here, so how we are going to do it? So here we are going to use the function called print. So print. So if you can see here, one second. So this is called anonymous block. This block does not have any name. So if I want to execute a new query, example, if I want to execute the same block, if I want to print the same message, I cannot do here because I did not saved it as a specific name. So that's why it is called as an anonymous block. So in this anonymous block, now we understood that what is a variable declaration, how we are going to set it, how we are going to print the values. So these are the steps we understand. So the next we are going to learn how to do a if and else conditions in the anonymous block. I'm going to take an example of, here we're discussing about if else conditions. I'm going to declare values. For example, what is the value for a today's, what is today date? If it is a week, in case of current week is, I mean today is, I think today is Sunday, sorry, Tuesday. So based on the week, it will print the value. Example, I'm going to declare to store the value. I'm going to, I mean week type, I'm going to take one variable declare at the rate week int. So here I'm going to set this week at the rate week is equal to, I think already we discussed about it, date part is a function. So to identify part of the date, we are going to use the date part. So in that we are going to day w, so we are going to get the day value. Get date is the function which will helps to current date. So here if I'm going to set it as a value, if at the rate week equal to 1, if we equal to 1, then I'm going to print as Monday. Else if at the rate week is equal to, then we are going to print the value of Tuesday. Let me get this value first, what it is returning. I hope this is a default. It will be start with the Monday, I think, Sunday, I think. One second. Let me put this here. If week 2, week 3, else if, yeah, today is Tuesday, so that I don't want to go for next level. So I want to execute this black. I don't want to write for 7 days to see if you can see. Tuesday is printed. So we did not given any condition here to print as Tuesday. Even in tomorrow, if we execute the same function, it will print as in a Wednesday. So this is called a if else logic. Okay. Yeah. Now we are going to discuss about case function. How we are going to do a case function. The same above function we are going to write it in the form of switch case. The here we'll call it as in a case directly, in C sharp something like that we'll call it as in a switch case. Yeah, here also the same. I'm just copying this, declaring in a value as an int. So here already week is there, so I'm just commenting the above lines. So here I declare it as in a week. Then after that I'm going to select the case here, select case at the rate week is equal week. I'm going to select the case week. So week is the here whatever the value which comes in the week, we are going to checking a condition when and then. So in the case function is two values, when one, then what should be displayed, then we are going to display as in a Sunday. When two, we are going to display as a Monday. When three, Tuesday. So here in the case function we have to make it as an a end, so we are going to say it as an a case. At the end we have to finish the function with an end symbol, end here. Okay, I'm going to execute this function. If you can see, now today is Tuesday, that's why it is printed as a Tuesday. Here you can so many people will ask an interview question, what is the difference between the case and if condition? When we go for a case, when we go for an if condition, if else condition. So so if you can compare here, I would like to explain the differences here. If you can see, in the case of case condition, we can check only the one value. We can check what is the value, for example week, that's it. But in case of if condition, each and every condition we can check. Even though I can write it week is equal to 1 and current month is something like that, I can do multiple condition checkings I can do in the if conditions. But in case of case, it will be check only the single condition. That's why the case function will execute faster. If function, it will be execute slower compared to case. So based on the scenario, which one we have to use it, we have to carefully choose it, so we have to use the same. For example, if you want to, you know that there are only 7 values, so you want to utilize it, so simply you can go for a case. If you want to have a multiple values, multiple conditions are there, you want to check each and every place, you want to check some conditions, then we can go for an if else condition. Thank you.